Hi everybody, hope everybody's doing okay. Um, this is a bit of a funny subject I'm going to relay to you now. It really revolves around a particular phrase, and the phrase is what an elder used to refer to people that couldn't get out on the ministry, out on the field service on a regular basis. And they used to do like the bare minimum hours, which is, I think, where you basically get 1 hour a month in or something like that. And that maintains your publisher status, doesn't it, as a Jehovah's Witness? And he used to refer to these people as Pussycat publishers. And I'd heard the phrase a few times, and I thought on one occasion, I thought I'll tackle him on that. I'll just ask him what he means, because I hadn't twigged at all. I didn't know really what he was referring to. So I says, why are you calling them Pussycat publishers? He says, because they've got to get Meow in. I says, you what? Because I didn't understand what he meant at first. Yeah, they've come out to get Meow in, Meower for the month. Oh, right. Yeah. So, well, I could see the connection then. Yeah. Um, and I thought, yeah, a bit of a deriding term, isn't it, for people that can't spend a lot of time on God's ministry, on the field service. I mean, I tried myself to get out in them days as much as I could. Saturday, Sunday, midweek arrangement. I'm not sure whether I became one of those pussycat publishers when I was going there. But if I had, and I'd have dropped to bare minimum because I was working and because I had commitments to my family, and someone referred to me as a pussycat publisher, I'd be thinking, that's a put down. That's more JW banter, if you like. And it's definitely putting the person down. It's hardly encouraging, is it? Well, it went a stage further, didn't it? There was actually a talk from the platform from this particular elder. And there was a whole half hour on are we giving enough to Jehovah? And he used the phrase in this talk, are we a pussycat publisher? And obviously people were like looking sideways. They didn't know what he was on about it at first. So then he tried to explain it to the whole congregation that we're not, basically we could give more to Jehovah because basically 1 hour a month isn't good enough. That puts us in the meow category. Meow a month. And I thought to myself, I'm sure when I was looking around the congregation, there was a few people that had taken umbrage to that particular phrase and comment. And I thought, he's hurt somebody's feelings here. And it's so insensitive not to take into consideration someone's circumstances. How does he know that those that are only spending minimum time on the field service aren't looking after people after the meeting, tending to people as public assistants, or they've got other commitments like they've got work, overtime, and things like that. He never used to take that into consideration. He just used to base the meeting on trying to make the congregation laugh at the expense of finding someone weak who wasn't your typical JW, and he would knock them, put them down. And I thought that after a while, I thought it was extremely cruel that he could really highlight someone's imperfections in front of the whole congregation. And this was a reason that made me think at the time. I thought, this isn't such a loving religion. Really isn't. Um, I know now, 2017, I chuckle about it, and I laugh at it. But believe me, at the time, if you were called a pussycat publisher in that congregation, people would look down at you. You were labelled. You were labelled someone that wasn't doing enough for Jehovah. Come on, Jehovah's Witnesses. I hope you're not like that now. I hope you spend more time encouraging the weak people or those that can't get out. If you'd have been a bit more savvy and a bit more loving, then I might have stayed with you. But you've done everything you can, really, to put people off lately, haven't you? If God is still using you, I should imagine that it's a case of using the best of a bad bunch, because you've made a few errors at the moment, and the world is knowing about it, aren't they? It's become evident to everybody. Right, I just thought I'd relay that story to you, because I found it funny at the time and also hurtful. So, thank you for listening. Goodbye.